1. The human brain is about 7/10 water. Which picture shows 7/10 shaded? Number 2. 3 friends share 2 bananas. How much banana does each friend get? A. 2/3 of a banana. B. 1/6 of a banana. C. 1/2 of a banana. D. 3/2 of a banana. Number 3. What is the decimal for the shaded part of the model below? A. 32 hundredths. B. 68 hundredths. C. 3/10, or D. 3 2/10. Number 4. Miguel uses the number line below to show how much of his homework he has completed. 0 means none of his homework is done. 1 means the homework is done. What fraction of his homework is done? A. 1/2. B. 3/5. C. 4/6. D. 1/10. Number 5. A hiker walked as few as 6 5/10 miles and as many as 6 8/10 miles. What distances could the hiker have walked? A. 6 5/10 and 6 8/10. B. 6 8/10 and 7. C. 6 1/10, 6 2/10, 6 3/10, and 6 4/10. Or D. 6 5/10, 6 6/10, 6 7/10, and 6 8/10. Number 6, look at the number line below. What decimal and mixed number are shown on the point marked on the number line? A. 3/10 and 3/10. B. 5 3/10, 5 3/10. C. 5 4/10, 5 2/5. Or D. 5 4/10, 5 1/2. Number 7, which 2 fractions are examples of equivalent fractions? A. 2/8 and 1/4. B. 3/16 and 1/4. C. 5/12 and 1/3. D. 7/16 and 3/4. Number 8, the model below is shaded to represent a fraction. Which model shows an equivalent fraction? Number 9, Colin solved a math problem and got an answer of 6/10. He wants to write the fraction in simplest form. Which fraction should he write? A. 4/10, B. 6/10, C. 10/6, or D. 3/5. Number 10, the models below are shaded to show how much cherry pie was eaten at Kaya's birthday party. Which mixed number shows the amount of pie that was eaten? A. 17 halves. B. 2 1/2. C. 2 1/6. D. 2 5/6. Number 11, which improper fraction names the shaded part of the fraction bars below? A. 10/6. B. 12/8. C. 13/8. Or D. 1 4/8. Number 12, at Rosa Parks School, 25 hundredths of the students walk to school. What is 25 hundredths as a fraction? A. 25. B. 2/5. C. 1/2. D. 1/4. Number 13, the 2 plates of pizza below show what was left after the Chavez family finished dinner. Which of the following compares the portion of pizza left on each plate? A. 3/8 is greater than 1/4. B. 3/8 is less than 1/4. C. 3/8 equals 1/4. Or D. 3/4 is greater than 5/8. Number 14, which list shows the fractions below in order from least to greatest? A. 1/3, 1/2, 3/8. B. 1/3, 3/8, 1/2. C. 1/2, 3/8, 1/3. D. 3/8, 1/3, 1/2. Number 15, some friends made the 12-piece quilt shown below to enter into an art exhibit. Inez sewed half of the quilt. Billy sewed 4/12 of the quilt. Cass sewed 2 pieces. Who sewed the most pieces of the quilt? A. Cass. B. Billy. C. Inez. D. Inez and Billy equally. Number 16, Mr. Sims wrote the decimals below on the board. 5 hundredths, 5/10, 55 hundredths, 15 hundredths. Which decimal is greatest? A. 5 hundredths. B. 5/10. C. 55 hundredths. D. 15 hundredths. Number 17, which numbers are not in order from greatest to least? A. 8/10, 6/10, 3/10. B, 14 hundredths, 7 hundredths, 5 hundredths. C, 26 hundredths, 19 hundredths, 7 hundredths. D, 25 hundredths, 12 hundredths, 23 hundredths. Number 18, a packet of spices contains 52 hundredths ounces of garlic powder, 36 hundredths ounces of salt, 6 tenths ounces of red pepper flakes, and 25 hundredths ounces of oregano. Which spice does the packet have most of? A, garlic powder, B, salt, C, red pepper flakes, D, oregano. Number 19, use an estimation. What fraction of the circle below is shaded? A, about 1/4, B, about 1/3, C, about 1/2, D, about 3/4. Number 20, about what fraction of the bar below is shaded? Use benchmark fractions. A, 1/4, B, 1/3, C, 1/2, D, 2/3. Number 21, the carrot cake below was served at a family picnic. About how much of the cake was eaten? A, less than 2/3 but more than 5/8. B, more than 1/2 but less than 2/3. C, less than 1/2 but more than 1/3. D, more than 1/8 but less than 1/3. Number 22, Devin read 7/12 of a book in a reading corner. Then he read another 1/12 of the book during recess. How much of the book has he read so far? Remember to use simplest form if necessary. A, 1/2, B, 1/5, C, 2/3, D, 6/12. Number 23, Marcia jogged 7/10 of a mile and walked 3/10 of a mile. How much further did she jog than walk? Remember to use simplest form if necessary. A, 1/10, B, 3/5, C, 2/5, D, 1/2. Number 24, in the refrigerator, 2/5 of the fruits are oranges and 1/5 are apples. How many fruits are not oranges or apples? A, 1/5, B, 2/5, C, 3/5, D, 4/5. Number 25, what is 7/10 plus 1/5? A, 8/15, B, 6/5, C, 8/10, D, 9/10. Number 26, Latoya has 7/8 of her juice box left. Then she sipped 1/4 of the juice. How much juice does she have left now? A, 3/4, B, 1/8, C, 5/8, D, 1/2. Number 27, in a cake recipe, Doug used 1/3 cup of buttermilk and 3/4 cup of water. Which number sentence can be used to show how much liquid Doug used? A, 1/3 plus 3/4 equals blank. B, 1/3 plus blank equals 3/4. C, 1/3 minus 3/4 equals blank. Or D, 3/4 minus 1/3 equals blank. Number 28, Teresa folded the paper flower shown below. How many obtuse angles did Teresa make as she folded the flower? A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, D, 4. Number 29, which angle below is an acute angle? A, angle ABD, B, angle BDC, C, angle BCD, or D, angle CDE. Look at the clock below. Number 30, look at the clock below. What angle do the hands form? A, acute, B, right, C, obtuse, D, straight. Number 31, Maria's favorite shape has 5 sides and the same number of vertices. Which word best describes her favorite shape? A, quadrilateral, B, hexagon, C, pentagon, D, rectangle. Number 32, Diego made an example of an equilateral triangle. Which triangle could be Diego's drawing? Number 33, Seth made a 4-sided shape with only one pair of parallel sides. What shape did Seth make? Number 34, which polygon has at least 6 sides? A, triangle, B, quadrilateral, C, pentagon, D, hexagon. Number 35, how could the triangle below be classified by its sides and its angles? A, isosceles right, B, scalene obtuse, C, equilateral acute, D, isosceles acute. Number 36, what are the names that could be used for the shape below? A, quadrilateral parallelogram, B, quadrilateral trapezoid rectangle, C, quadrilateral parallelogram rhombus, D, quadrilateral parallelogram square. Number 37, look at the map below. Which streets appear to be parallel to each other? A, North and Damon, B, North and Milwaukee, C, Milwaukee and Division, D, Division and North. Number 38, Thomas drew a pair of perpendicular lines. Which of the following could be his drawing? And 39, Jan made the design below for a banner. What word describes the lines she drew inside the rectangle? A, perpendicular, B, curved, C, parallel, D, intersecting. Double check that your work is your best, put your name at the top, and turn it into the math basket.